So at the age of 13, when I heard that Ann Reinking was teaching a master class at Steps, I was beyond ecstatic. I put on my best attire, fancy leotard, pink tights, ballet slippers. I look good. And when I walked into that studio and she looked at me and I saw my idol for the first time and she said, "You better put on some heels." I didn't have any, but I did have my jazz shoes. She then proceeded to say that she was going to teach a combination from the musical Chicago. And I was like, wow, what's Chicago? I mean, never heard of it. Cut to 1996, 25 years ago. I was lucky enough to sit in that audience and watch that encore production of Chicago. And I have to say, that original company, I know, man, oh man, there are a lot of them are here tonight. And I just want to say there's not a moment of your performances that's not etched into my brain. And when Annie started that monologue, I never wanted it to end. She could command the audience by just walking. And the audience loved her. And she loved the audience. And the audience loved her for loving them. And I loved the audience for loving her. And we just loved each other. And that is showbiz, right? Anyway, a year later, I got cast as Roxy Hart in the First National Company of Chicago. Yes, and I had no idea what I was doing. I thought, I just wanted to be Ann Reinking, and I thought I was nailing her. But then they called a rehearsal. A rehearsal with just me and Annie to work on the monologue. Now, when this happens, this usually means that things aren't going well. So, anyway, I went, and she saw me. She saw my struggles, and she knew that the best way to approach me was through movement. So she said during that Roxy monologue, when you're looking at Amos and thinking about him, I want you to go into a private dance for him, and I want you to just improvise and take it wherever you want to go. Now, when Annie asks you to do anything, you don't pause. You don't say what. You just do it. So I backed up. Yes. She said, "Don't look at the audience. Ignore the audience." Anyway, it was in this little dance that eventually morphed into a 3-act play. where I eventually found or started to find my Roxy, not Annie's. And it was this kooky little monologue that she trusted in me. Annie was not just an incredible performer or choreographer. She was a teacher and a mentor, and she lives in all of us. She lives in this show, and this show is gonna last forever. And that, Annie, is showbiz, kid.